Welcome back, trainers, and in this video we're going to be going over some profit margins for Pokemon Go and TCG just a little bit here and discuss what we are seeing in the game versus how much they're actually making, and kind of just discuss this here as I have been in Pokemon Go since the day it did come out. So I did have, the pleasure of being around when Pokemon cards came out. I got into it right away. I've been here since the beginning. It's been a blast, and things have changed so much as far as the card games and collecting. At this point, forget about it. If you weren't like in it, not at the beginning, but if you just don't really have a grasp on it, forget it. It's turned into a whole big mess. They make a ton of money on this crap. Scalpers go bananas for this stuff. And then you have other, little Timmy over here can't even get a damn box set for his birthday, or his parents are gonna have to overpay quadruple. But what does this have to do with Pokemon Go? Well, the thing is, we spent a lot of money on this game, folks. I mean, for crying out loud, to max out a legendary, most of the time it's going to cost you between $80 to $90 to $100. That's a game and DLC on its own. To max out Eternatus costs around $400 if you did do some remote raids, of course, alongside it. But let's go ahead and see what we have going on here, and then to kind of just go over the things that we are seeing that are good, that they are making changes under Scopely, it seems, as well as things that we would like to see change, and what's up with every single event having a makeup day. All right, let's go ahead and see what we have going on here. So I don't know how the accuracy of these numbers as far as the comparison for Pokemon Go to the TCG, but all we know is billions, right? Billions and billions of dollars. So the TCG looks like this year has made over $1 billion. Okay, Pokemon Go has also made over $1 billion. But again, I don't not know how accurate this is. I mean, this could just be a little bit different compared to what we're seeing here. But again, the point is billions of dollars. All right, now let's go ahead and just take a look at the revenue here. Overview from the years for Pokemon Go. 2016, 1.3 billion. 2017, 0.58 billion. 2018, 0.1 billion. 2019, 0.89 billion. 2020, $1.23 billion. Okay, let all this sink in. This is a lot of money. Okay, 2001, $1.11 billion. 2022, $0.77 billion. 2023, $0.58 billion. 2024, 0.54 billion. Now, these are astronomical numbers for what we are seeing in the game as well as what we receive. And I understand servers cost money, employees cost money, and every little other thing underneath the table that's going to be taking a lot of cash. But these numbers right here, they're literally turning sand into gold. Okay, quite literally. Throw in a box in the shop, charge $10. That literally came out of thin air. There's obviously a little bit of time and programming that went into it, but for crying out loud, you're taking a burger, regular cheeseburger, right, kids menu, and you're charging $200 essentially. You're making literally sand into gold. It's insane. So let's go ahead and see here. So total over the whole period of Pokemon Go's lifespan, let's see here, lifetime revenue, the game has earned over $6 billion. $6 billion with a B. Okay. Again, these big tech things do require a lot of energy, a lot of servers, a lot of time, employees, and attention, and all these little things in between. But for this amount of profit margin, for what we're seeing is bananas. We should be seeing so much more in these boxes. And now let's talk about the glitches in the game. So the investment, it's like maximum in and then minimal out. Okay, I mean, it's not really, it's like a crappy landlord, right? I have a good one. I'm just saying, put minimal effort in, but receive as much rent as possible. Raise that rent, raise the rent. Don't fix anything, don't do anything, and just keep on just abstracting as much while putting as little effort possible into it. Now, I'm not trying to say that the people over there, the employees, the engineers, and everybody else are doing the minimal effort and work, and they're not trying, because they are doing a good job, and this game is fantastic and we love it. But I just feel like there should just be a little bit more oomph for what the money is looking like here. And somebody in business will tell you, well, guess what? Just because they're receiving a ton of money from the people doesn't mean the model has to change. They can continue on as business as usual just because the profits are thousands of times higher than they expected them to be. They'll keep on peddling the same as if the profit margins were just a couple percentages over what they were expecting. So that's just the way corporations work. So what I was gonna get to is, it's crazy with all this investment, the fact that pretty much every event that they roll out, at least, in the earlier time zones of the world, New Zealand and whatnot, are getting screwed over, and there's always a makeup day, or at least there's usually always a makeup day. And it's just like business as usual. Oops, sorry. That's just crazy to me. I would assume that they would, with all these resources, they would be able to hire a whole new level, a whole new floor in the building for people, or at least, a whole new floor. And this whole floor doesn't even have to be dedicated to what I'm going to say. You have some testers, you have customer service, and then you have round 2 testers. So you got a group of people that test it, and then after those people test it, then you have another group, and then you have a customer service area. And I understand it's like, well, the phones would constantly be blowing up if it was like that. Outsource, okay? Outsource. I'm not gonna say where, but you get it, all right? Anyways, I'm just kind of being silly. It's crazy though, You see smaller companies and corporations that are not even as big with better customer service, eightfold, sevenfold, 1,000-fold than over this, right? Oh, you lost some raid passes during this event. Here's $1. You lost like 8. Here's $1. Get out of here. All right, so I'm gonna throw this video up. I'm gonna take a look at this. Go ahead, put it up now. Now we're just gonna look at my Candy XL, the amount of money that I've invested in. Eternatus straight up is $400, $500 most, $450. And if you're wondering, okay, Poke, how much have you invested? Well, there's a whole different angle that we have to go at here. And that is going to be the fact that this is part of my job, and the things that I spend on this channel are going to be things called write-offs. So you have people that take trips for this game, and when they film themselves taking these trips, guess what? That flight is a write-off, the taxi or the Uber, maybe even the meals if you have a business meeting on it. Any little other detail within the whole trip can be a write-off, and that's just the way things work. So what I'm trying to get at is the more I spend, not the better, because you don't want to just be done with your money. But I've invested quite a bit. As far as how much I've spent on this game, hold on to your seats, okay? Again, like I said, I'm trying to brace you here. Probably somewhere over the course of the almost 10 years now, probably near $50,000 to $35,000 or somewhere around that along. Yep. Yes. And that's the way. Yes, it's like that. It has to be. Okay. I have to keep this machine well oiled and continuously move, so I'm always ready for what's next. Speaking of that, we're about to buy $100 worth of Pokecoins here. Because I want to be ready for the Gigantamax Gardevoir. I'm about to go do that. So I'm going to get this video out right before I go. So look, if you're on my friends list, look at that and join me, please, because we're going to need as much help as possible. But anyways, we all love this game. We want to see a few things changing, and they are changing. They're giving us remote trading soon, bringing out the new Best Buddy system, the new levels, which are very controversial. I do enjoy the grind. I wish they didn't just throw in all those kilometers, because that is bringing out the worst in a lot of people. But, it's still kind of fun. But if we can overlook that, new levels, new things to do. They're making it easier to get lucky friends if you do get up to level 70. And I see that. It's not like 1% or 2%. It is a big increase. I don't know. Big increase, but it's definitely noticeable for me. The bottle cap, the silver bottle cap, even though they're pretty pricey. And all these little other features that they're throwing in here, they're making quality of life updates as time goes on. I did just get like a 2-hour update for my phone, and it's running like I'm playing on somebody's iPhone. I don't even know what the hell's, and that's a good thing. It's great. It's running so smooth. I don't know what's going on here. But anyways, this game is a blast. We love it. But they just do a lot of really wacky things, a lot of decisions that they make are just kind of like, are you trying to lose money? But again, you know, things have been shifting lately. They have been taking a little bit more responsibility as far as an event, not just sweeping it under the rug. They'll make a makeup day. They'll give us, you know, tasks with shinies with a specific move, and all these things are great. But look at all these tasks that I've done. I've been here since the beginning, and I've pretty much done all of them. There's over 500, and I have invested. You know, some of these are free. A lot of them you do pay for. Okay, so it just goes to show I'm 1%, and I'm not 1%. I'm just one little drop in the bucket. Okay, compared to everybody, because you think I'm a big spender on this game, and it is my part-time job. If it was not, the amount of money I would have invested in this game, I couldn't tell. Probably like maybe at this point $500. Okay, over 9 years, maybe. Okay, if I was even still playing. Okay, there would be no reason for me not to. All right, but anyways, what I was gonna say is there's other whales out here, and I'm nothing. I am nothing. I'm nothing, okay? People who don't even have, it's not even like their part-time job, and they just invest this much money or more. It's crazy. And these kind of things and these kind of people and whales are one of the big reasons why they can continue on without little care, is if anything goes wrong. It's like, well, if it screws up, they're all going to play anyways. They'll complain for a while, and if anything, it'll bring us a little bit more attention, and that might pique people's interest to log in to see, oh, maybe my game's screwed up, or maybe it just brought it back up to, they're just scrolling Facebook. They haven't been on for like months or a year, and like see a big post about Pokemon. I'm like, oh yeah, Pokemon Go. Oh, there's this new feature. Okay, let me go check it out. Everything's right for them. Nothing's wrong, and they just start playing again. So it's like, there's no way. It's like, it's too big to fail. At this point, I don't even want to say what would be a situation that would cause this whole thing to crash, because I don't really. It's been happening lately with all this internet down. Maybe just a bunch of people's accounts get hacked. But anyways, that's not the point. The point is, they could do a little bit better. They make a lot of money, and we are seeing a little bit of a slow transition from Scopely, or from Niantic to Scopely, even though it is still kind of Niantic. Everything is still labeled with their name, but we are seeing some definite changes. Some also more pricier things, more tickets. It seems like they're trying to like pick up the revenue that they did spend on this game. They spent quite a bit, billions of dollars. But the point is, Pokemon Go is a money pit. They make so much money. The Pokemon franchise in general makes a ton of money, and the quality just seems to go down. As they're making more money, the money's going up, the quality's going down. I guess it's probably because, like, again, it's too big to fail. It's okay, Athena, relax. It's like too big to fail, and at the same time, it's like they don't need to be concerned about us little people anymore, because no matter what, the consumer is going to gobble it up, even if it's complete slop, even like their new game. I don't know if it's AI, okay? I don't know if AI was involved in making it like some people are saying, but from what I've seen, it is complete and utter boring garbage. I have over 60 hours in Digimon, and you know, it's probably a good like 5 hour sit time. But that just goes, I could have spent that time in Pokemon. I would have loved to. But if they want to continue on in this path of garbageness, I'm not going to spend my money when it comes to their other side things, their main things. But when it comes to Pokemon Go, business as usual. Thank you for watching. Tell me what you feel like should change from this game. Something that we'd like to see. Errors that you see happening, or just good things, okay? Because let's not trick ourselves here, like lie about something, because this game does bring great times for us, okay? If it didn't, we wouldn't play it. If we didn't like it, we wouldn't play it, right? Come on. If we truly hated it, it's not like we're shackled down like me. I'm joking. You would truly throw it away, all right? Uninstall. Anyways, thank you for watching. Let me know what you think, and I'll be catching you all next time. Take care.